And welcome back, friends. The fight continues. Where are we? So welcome back, friends. Where were we here? So we secured the, fire up the display zones here. We were going to secure that right side, but before we do, again, we're getting harassed by these heavy hogs who kind of keep coming in. And, oh, they're actually pulling back again. So, I don't know, they're on some type of weird harassment mission. Actually, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just bring that cub up here and have him take care of them. We'll put them out into the open. Okay, good. Now, what I'm going to do is now send some units over to take Fedor, which give us some great extra bonus points for unlocking new units here. We're going to bring over 8 of these. And we'll do it this way. If you call them out over here, they will take this main road up here, and they might get killed by units that are hiding. So just have them start by the bridge. Actually, we're going to call out those AMs out. Those were quite effective. We have 12 of them, so this should be a rather easy mission for them, but we'll call out 6 here. And then a couple of Conquers, Bad Fur Day. Actually, I probably shouldn't call them out that close to the forest. I'm sure there are units in there. We'll call out some cheap ones. We'll keep it at 4. 3, 4, and then we will bring up some supply trucks as soon as we're able. And speaking of supply trucks, we will get all of ours refilled there. And, alright, so, to recap what we did, we started at center to take Sheraton, and then we attacked the left flank and the bottom flank of Gregory, I guess you could call it. And then we took over the forest here, which had some units in it. And now we're going to set up an attack over on Fedor. And once we capture Gregory and Fedor, these will be 2 staging points to capture the area below Ivan and the Elena, the reinforcement point at Elena. Doesn't have any points, but it's extremely valuable because it'll take just a few seconds to bring in units from Elena. And we can also stage some artillery attacks from there as well, since we'll be a lot closer, and we've already got our first objective complete, which we were supposed to do without artillery, and we did that just fine. We'll bring up some units, and we'll keep our infantry in the Gregory area until we get a little more secure. And we'll bring those helicopters in for a refueling. Okay, everything's set down here, actually. I'm going to call out some supply trucks before we do that. I think 12 should be enough. Actually, no, what's quick math here? 4, is it 4 in a group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it is 12. Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember if it was... Yeah, I don't know. I was stuck on thinking helicopters. Helicopters move in groups of 2, and everything else moves in groups of 4. So yeah, so there you go. 4 times 3 is 12, and we're gonna bring in those trucks now. And in just a moment, I'll also bring in a UAZ 469B to get the Fedor position. But until now, we will just consolidate our position around the Gregory area and rearm all of our equipment. Now it looks like the Cub didn't engage those choppers, I guess. He must have scared them off, but that's good. So we'll wait for these supply trucks to arrive, and then we'll move our blob, if you will, just a great big ball of units into the fight. Now, I would attack Fedor with a assortment of helicopters, tanks, and infantry. However, we can't use helicopters because they have some pretty hefty anti-aircraft units that we'll have to get rid of before we even try it. Now, Fedor has a few units defending here and also up here, and then all along there. So the best case scenario is just to attack right there in that little arrow here, you know. I was making a fake arrow with my mouse, but that little square is kind of where you want to head to. Now, I do see T-55s approaching, so we're going to try to take those... Oh, actually not those helicopters. We want the Mi-24B A's. Those PT-76 actually might be able to see them.
Противотанковый взвод готов, сэр.
And I'm gonna split them before trouble.
Вам взорвать танк, сэр. Давайте, танчики, катите к нам.
Move those T-64s up.
Мы готовы, сэр.
And that T-76 must have seen that infantry. They're moving. And the Mi-24s will take those out.
Капитан и экипаж, приветствую. Проверка завершена, к вылету готовы.
Top priority is those scouts. You do not want them to see what's going on.
Есть приказание, сэр.
Bring up some supply trucks then.
Что вам на этот раз нужно? Патроны, топливо, запчасти, все, что вам угодно. Почему-то мне кажется, что вы хотите рискнуть нашими жизнями.
Alright, looks like we've got an armored transport moving. And those T-55s, one of them was at least taken out. They're fleeing now, it seems. Hopefully a big missile comes in any second. Come on. Nope, doesn't look like it's going to happen. Okay. Well, let's move the blob.
Вы со мной говорите?
Alright. And we'll bring in a UAZ as well, just in case. We'll just park them down there for the time being. Okay, so, like I said, we're just going to secure our position around Gregory. Brake train. Ain't got no brakes. That's right. Okay, so consolidate that position. And good to keep infantry around it too. You never know when some weird sneak attack might come up. But for now, we're just going to secure it with some helicopters and supply a few lighter units while we take care of Fedor. And Fedor's not only a good position. Hold on. Oh, we got choppers coming in.
Зенитная батарея готова.
Fedor's not only a good position because of the extra points, but also because of Elena. And you want to attack these positions in kind of a multiple consecutive attacks.
Нужно проверить хвостовой вид.
Get that out of there.
Вам нужен ангел-хранитель?
Punish them for that one.
Надеюсь, там не будет вражеских зенитов. Это наше небо.
Wow. BTR was able to take down one of those, oh, it's a Huey. Oh, that's gone. That's dead. Sheridan moving in. See if those T-64s will engage. They'll probably fire their missiles off. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they were firing at the infantry. Okay, let's bring in those Mi-24s then. And that infantry blob, or the attack blob, is almost in place. It's mostly infantry though, so we'll call it the infantry blob for now. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, infantry blob FTW. Go ahead and post that in the comments. If you've been watching thus far, I hope I've been entertaining. Because I'm only here to serve. Wow, some good hits here. Damn, those T-55s are incredibly accurate. They're a Ferrari with a bazooka on top. We're not going to let those get away. A lot of those Sheridans are getting taken out. Should be able to, you know what, I'm going to set up just a straight up strong arm to block them. And we'll move these troops into the woods while we deal with this atrocious, ugh. I get tongue-tied because I get so flustered with all the things you have to do. Oh, big group of T-55s approaching. Alright, that one will get engaged. We'll get this cub out of here just to make sure. Well, our poor BTR got destroyed by the whatever the hell's in the woods. There we go. Whew. Good. Yeah, enemy attacks will continue to come in this area consistently, continuously, non-stop, everything. So just continue to support your units, bring in more supplies. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. 4 here, maybe some more tanks, not a bad idea. T-64As will be good. And have these rearm and refuel. And we will have these ones, we'll have them wait there. BMPs are engaging. Looks like their ZSU's moving. Oh, it's basically a machine gun with mounted on a truck for an anti-aircraft system. Lols. Okay, right, let's get down to business. So this is going to be a part that you have to just... This game is part luck, and you just have to be lucky, and you just have to be diligent, and that's what we're going to try to do here. So, while you defend on the left, attack on the right to secure Fedor, and then you must move up to Elena and Ivan at the same time, or at least that's what I'm going to try to do to finally take out everything. I got some T-64As sitting here in the beautiful wheat fields, so we're gonna have to try to have our missiles knock them out. All right, that's good. Oh, they don't like that. Whoa. Oh no. Okay. So that's all right. So now we'll have our T-55s advance. And I should have brought recon over. I really should have did that first. That's okay though. We have plenty of recon right here. Bringing up those trucks to help to support those guys. T-55Bs or T-55s advancing again on the T-64Bs. Looks like another group of 4 and 2. No hits. Guess that was just a laser light show problem going on over here. Oh, looks like the ZSU did get into position. Few infantrymen lost, no big. We will attack again. Wow.
Патроны, топливо, запчасти, все, что вам угодно. Куда доставить товар? Патроны, топливо, запчасти, все, что вам угодно.
Keep those units supplied. Another FOB over here in Fedor too, so it's good to support any artillery that you might want to bring into the area. Alright, time to bring up Conkers.
Человек против стали. История Давида и Голиафа повторяется. Человек против стали. История Давида и Голиафа повторяется. Нас атакуют!
And back over here. So we got recon units and tanks advancing through the clearing. Bring up our helicopters again.
Вам нужен ангел-хранитель? Отправляемся в указанный квадрат.
Well, that's an anti-tank. That's been taken out. Alright.
Человек против стали. История Давида и Голиафа повторяется. Противотанковый взвод готовься.
Такси, заказ. Если мы можем попасть во врага, то и он сможет. Что вам на этот раз нужно? Куда доставить товар?
Area is littered with anti-tank and anti-infantry and anti-aircraft. A lot of just small things hiding around. Looks like we got enemy tanks coming, so we'll get our tanks in position to engage. Looks like the Strela have been driven out of town. Tragedy. Alright, time to kill.
Есть для нас приказ.
Обзорвать станция.
Вы со мной говорите? Что вам на этот раз нужно? Мы готовы, сэр.
T-64B up there, pretty dangerous. AM-1's attacking from the left there. Attacking the Kronos.
Человек
Or
против
the Conqueror's
стали.
bad fur day,
История
rather.
Давида и Голиафа повторяется.
Alright. Let's see what we can do.
Какие будут приказания, сэр?
Got a good hit, we're gonna pull back with that one.
Отправляемся.
Damn it, I knew we were gonna lose one, damn it.
Готовы выдвигаться, сэр.
Conquerors are pulling back. We'll pull back all the way to the line.
Направляемся к цели.
Ooh, missile. Damn it. Alright, well, we're gonna have to push hard on the left then.
Что может сделать для вас пехота, сэр? Кого вам надо отвезти? Ждем новых приказаний, сэр.
See if we can reload and
Почему-то мне
rearm these
кажется, что
Conquerors
вы
bad
хотите
fur day.
рискнуть нашими жизнями.
They should at least take out one of those tanks. Looks like the T-64 is coming this way too.
Нас атакуют! Если мы
Have our
можем
infantry
попасть
take
во
out
врага,
that
то и он
Strela.
сможет. Такси заказывали? Патроны, топливо, запчасти, все, что вам угодно. Транспортный корпус выполнит любое ваше желание. Ждем новых приказаний, сэр.
Alright, infantry's about to get hit.
Склад построен и ждет приказов. Выкладывайте.
We have everything we can engage that T-64. Alright, good. No problem. Alright, so if you just continue to engage in that groove I told you about, you can basically spread the enemy apart from the defenses on the left, which are mostly anti-aircraft,
Это не моя война.
and move your infantry up,
Ждем новых приказаний, сэр.
and some supply
Куда
trucks,
доставить товар?
and hope everyone calms down on this right side here.
Кого вам надо отвезти?
Alright, so we should be able to deal with this more effectively now. We've got 30, I don't even know how to say that. Spatatos? We'll call them spatatoes. Spud potatoes? I have no idea. I've never seen that before.
Почему-то мне кажется, что вы хотите рискнуть нашими жизнями. Я так и знал, что вы нас
On the
спокойно
other
не
side,
оставите.
just continue to switch out your units. It's a little slow because you don't want to take too many losses. That's one thing that happens with a lot of players. You get impatient, you try to strong arm the enemy with 30 vehicles. It's amazing, they take out 17 vehicles with one Conqueror's group, and meanwhile the enemy sends T-55 at you and takes out 6 helicopters and the entire Soviet army, I guess. So, but you gotta be careful, just go slow, don't be impatient.
Почему-то мне кажется, что вы хотите рискнуть нашими жизнями.
Alright, so let's see. We will now take Fedor for ourselves,
Ситуация под контролем.
and we will clear the rest of the refinery
Есть, сэр.
by just moving up now with our, let's see, I think we can bring up some better tanks on this side now. What do you think? Oh, 2 forgot.
Что может сделать для вас пехота, сэр?
Damn right. Okay, so that objective is complete. Now we will bring up some heavier tanks. Let's see. 4 of these. Now keep in mind they also still have their aircraft, anti-aircraft over there.
Я так и знал, что вы нас спокойно не оставите. Куда доставить товар?
Alright, so we're going to bring over some more tanks. I don't want to bring over helicopters yet until it's completely clear. Probably would be good to bring up a few other models. We'll bring up 4 of these. We'll bring up some more infantry. Let's see, Motor Streliki again. Use a few more of these expensive units because if you can get them upgraded, they're definitely worth it. We'll bring up some more of those. It's good to leave infantry where they are, really.
Если мы можем попасть во врага, то
They're
и
a good
он
cheap
сможет.
defense against any smaller units that come around, and the enemy usually does that after you. You know, as you see here, we just keep getting hit by recon. you know, the closer we get to the big three, the heavier the units are going to be. So now is what we're going to try to do is take Elena here on the right flank, and I'll bring up a recon unit as well. Man, you know what? We'll bring up 2 of them, and we'll bring up. Let's see. I think we probably should have some artillery at this point, but these are expensive. Let's see. We'll bring up those 2. And then, and of course, I like to transfer. I like things going in like a big bulb, or a bulge, or a blah blah blah. So whatever you want to do. I like to just have everything go into one group, because then it all arrives on the same time, and if they get attacked, they have an escort. Okay, so, and then you see I'm bringing up anti-aircraft and well, you have the long-range missiles and then the machine gun Shilka there. Okay, so if you can hold on the left still, that's good. Keep in mind you have your Mi-8 TVs too that can come over here to pick up that infantry. Just fly around the refinery. Even though it's secure, there's still plenty of units dividing you in half, so stay away from this area here. And now it's time to take Elena, and then we'll go to Ivan. I think we will capture Elena, and then we'll split it up, and you guys can watch part 3 of this epic battle for the refinery. And maybe that's why gas prices are so high. Okay. Alright, so let's see. I think that'll be it for these. So we'll send everybody over now.
Какие будут приказания, сэр?
And keep in mind, if you hold shift and right-click while holding shift, they will move to those points that you click. So for instance, if you click here, then here, and then here, they will move in that pattern. But they do tend to stop. They will stop for a couple of seconds on that point. So if you're trying to get helicopters somewhere quickly, it's best just to have manual control over them the whole time, so that way you can control their movements to the T. Speaking of helicopters, we'll have those ones land over here. Sometimes if you set them over buildings, they won't land. It looks like these ones are doing the same thing. Plenty of trucks. You need plenty of trucks too, so don't be afraid. And in fact, speaking of plenty of trucks, we're gonna get ours
Транспортный корпус выполнит любое ваше желание. Почему-то мне кажется, что вы хотите рискнуть нашими жизнями. На этот раз нужно.
Perfect. Okay. So BMPs, we'll put those over here, and we'll now defend the left flank. The enemy shouldn't attack Fedor or Gregory from their left or right flanks now. It should all just be from the north. Even though they're between us, they're not gonna. It's basically just kind of a roadblock. If you go over there, you probably get pooned. So just leave it alone. Okay, so our units are advancing slowly. Apparently, this tank got retract on the road. God, all these hang-ups. By the way, cool thing I found out, just kind of on my own. If you're hovering over a unit, oh wait a minute, we got a little action. Hold on. Ooh yeah. I like when they do that. I like when they show up and get popped off and then try to take this away, and then they get killed anyway. We'll put those helicopters up in the air.
Вам нужен ангел-хранитель? Проверка завершена, к вылету готовы.
A lot of action going on. Wow.
Я слышу, как пули свистят над головой.
Well, you better back up there, PT6. Oh, and there's T-55s leaving too. They got hit pretty good in the ass. Anyway, like I was saying, that kind of attack will continue, so just keep those units well supplied.
Я так и знал, что вы нас
And if you're running low on supply, just call out more trucks.
Почему-то мне кажется, что
Okay.
вы хотите рискнуть
So
нашими
like I was
жизнями.
saying, if you... Oh, looks like our Cub might run out before he gets there.
Зенитная батарея готова.
Not a very long distance unit. We'll have him see how far he can get. But anyway, again, like I was saying,
Готовы стрелять, сэр.
if you hover over a unit like this and zoom in on them, it will lock to them. I didn't even click any buttons. I just hovered over while zooming in, and it kind of locks to those units automatically. So now it will continue to follow them. Oh, I guess not. But, well, you gotta lock it. You gotta roll in while you're locked in like that, and it'll lock onto them for you, which saves a nice extra step or an extra hotkey. It's nice. Less buttons to push. Looks like we got a little flanking going on here. The T-80B is trying to get up our ass. which is not good, because that area is relatively undefended. So we will bring up 2 of our own. Actually 3, because I don't want to take no risks. Wow, looks like we're actually getting a lot over here. Hold on now. That'll give the T-80 something to do. Possibly get them upgrade. Okay, so we'll bring up we'll bring our Ural trucks down here to fill up everybody, and then the main attack begins. It takes a while to set these things up. You don't have the cash to spend right at the beginning. You have to go slow. You have to scout. You have to recon. I can't believe they got past those T-64s. Anyway, we'll corner them now and get more points. And especially these Mi-24s will get upgrade. Freight train. Oh, they didn't even stand a chance. Look at that. It's like the highway of hell. Awesome. Good times. All right. Okay. Yes, it takes a while. I know. I understand. It's a long process. All right. So anyway, I started this game like really eager and like excited, but that's because capturing Sheraton and going to Gregory is pretty easy. I just knew the long haul would be capturing these units, but or capturing these positions and setting these units up. But now we'll do a little bit of artillery. And let's see, did we call our recon? There he is. We'll have him roll up. I'm sure there's some more units up there, and we'll have those T-55s going first. And then I thought we called out T-80s over here, didn't we? Are those hiding somewhere that I don't see? Yep, right there in the bush. Okay. Right. So more tips that I can provide. The enemy, when you get close to kind of this whole, it's not really a ridge, it's more of a well, this ridge up here, but there's a whole swamp line that kind of goes from there to the river. If you get close to that at all, they will send everything they have at you in that region. So basically just think of it a giant blob, like a Zergling rush from Starcraft. I almost said Star Trek 3 times. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Don't forget to leave a like if you like my ignorant banter at like 2 in the morning while I can't think. But anyway, yes, there are blobs at each one of these positions that I've said it countless times now. You have to take them all out at one time. It is going to be hard to coordinate an attack that effectively destroys the enemy in one swoop while you minimize your losses. But it'll all be worth it. So what I'm going to do is get repositioned here. You might as well grab a cup of coffee or some tea or something, or I don't know, maybe if you're calling in from Africa, you can drink a little bit of cow's blood. I saw that on TV once. That was pretty cool. I wouldn't do it, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive. And I'm doing what I got to do to survive right now, which is get these artillery units into position and get these PT-76s into position. I knew there was 2 of them. There's the other. We'll send him up. Oh, looks like we got an attack again. Oh, and the same crap. Hopefully, if that scout gets destroyed, they'll give up with that crap. They just keep sending over the same thing. T-55s, T-55s. Oh, there it goes again. Hold on, let's watch this. That was pretty cool. Oh, and it looks like the T-55. Shocking. Okay, well, they're big boys. They can deal with themselves now. So what we're going to do is get these tanks fully refueled. Wow, the Cub just ran out right on the ridge. That's pretty good. That's a good spot to run out on because we were right there. Okay, time to scout. Here comes our attack now, finally. Alright, there's some anti-aircraft and a troop transport. Looks like a BMP-1, I'm guessing, but they do like to use those BMP, well, 1970s, which I think it'll be
Без нас вы были бы слепы.
Looks like none of these tanks got refueled, but that's okay. Once I take out these cubs and everything, I will bring in some more helicopters. And we might as well bring them in now because it'll be clear soon. So we're going to bring up the Ps. And we're going to bring up some supply helicopters too. Since we're running low on this end and we've already basically gobbled up all of our supplies, it's under logistics. There we are. Alright, so now we can have some long runs back and forth to the FOB back here. So that's good. So we'll use whatever we can in these trucks, and then we'll bring everything up. It looks like they're pretty full now. Yep. Good. So now everything moves up to attack.
Без нас вы были бы слепы.
Alright, so where's our Conqueror's bad fur days? We got about 3 groups left. And what I'm going to do is link these 2 together. Actually, these 3. And those BTRs once they get repaired. And we'll have those T-55s attack as soon as possible. Mi-26 we'll keep in the back just in case, and here we go. Infantry on the right flank. Artillery to support. Should take a while for that artillery to fire though with the range. It's not a short distance at all, but there they go. Alright, let's see what we can do with these 2 salvos. Far to the right. Ooh, close though on that command unit. The BRM-1K. Looks like it is... Oh, I see. It's a BMP basically. Good. It'll be easy to kill. So our attack will go straight through the woods to Elena. And I think we can bring up our UAZ, which... Oh, that's right. We already used one of them. Time to bring up the second one. Alright, good. Alright, we'll bring up our anti-aircraft. And everything else. Now, if I didn't know what was going on, I would keep my heavier tanks to the side with the T-55s in the middle, and it would be a huge tank rush. But since I know what the enemy has in the woods is mostly anti-tank, I'm just going to try to push as far north as we can until we get a little too close to that. And then that's when we'll scout with these tanks a little more.
Жду приказаний. Отбой. Вы что-то заметили?
Alright, we're going to stop. And there's a little danger here, and we'll take care of that with some artillery, and we'll get the artillery a little closer as well. And BMPs are still in defense, and we're going to save points for any incidentals. And looks like we're doing okay with supply trucks here, even though all of them are empty. And the helicopters are doing alright as well. Hide those in there. Okay, yes, this takes a while. I told you it was going to be a doozy, didn't I? Once we get to an hour, I'm going to cut it, and you guys will have to watch part 3. I'm being more cautious on this mission because, again, the more cautious you are, the more units you have later in the missions, and it looks like we're about to be attacked over here. I don't know what the hell that was. Must have been like a... That wasn't a scout. Oh, it was a group of infantry. Okay. They're getting desperate now. I don't know, maybe we're wearing them down. I don't know.
Транспортный корпус выполнит любое ваше желание. Мы снова в пути. Ждем приказаний.
Okay, so now that everything is getting refueled and
Мы
repaired,
снова в пути. Какие будут приказания, сэр?
we will make sure that those PT-76 get repaired too. Split up those shield because they have a limited range, so keep them spread out and hidden. Cub, you can park wherever. I like the name for that weapon though, the MK-12 Cub. Just the Cub is a good name for it though. It's like a bear cub, like it's snatching bees out of the sky. Yeah. All right, so trucks and supply helicopters. Keep them far behind because don't want them to get hit by anything. Hopefully this one lands and it's not afraid of these puny capitalist trees. Alright. so it looks like topping off of the Shilka's gas tank and we'll be good to go again. PT-76s will be at the charge.
Вы что-то заметили? Жду приказаний. Отбой.
And we have helicopters in support.
Вам нужен ангел-хранитель?
Just in case. Right, so we've reached the hour mark. Once we come back, you guys, for part 3 of Mission 3, you will see the attack on the Black Forest of Death and Hatred, and then the capture of Elena, and then my initial frustration, I know it's going to happen, when I try to capture Ivan, Leonid, and Konstantin. So don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe, and don't forget to click that button right there, bringing you to the next video, part 3. Go ahead and click it. Go for it. Come on, I know you want to. Let's do it. Okay, good times.